afternoon, viewers. You're still with me, Aura Rosara from TV1 on Breaking News Sunday 21 June 2019. For the next few minutes, I will accompany you to listen to some of the latest news and the latest news lately. The first is about one Dewi Muntik on the Batang Semarang Fungsional Toll Road. And this is news. Viewers, entering the main tree, flow of vehicles in Batang Semarang Fungsional area begins to increase. But it is still classified as normal, and to find out how the latest development are, our colleague Arena is already here. Yes, please Arena with your report.
Good afternoon. We can inform you today about the flow of traffic at the toll booth in this area. We are picking up a lot of traffic since this afternoon. We are monitoring as of early this afternoon. The one-way rule is still in effect at the Kalikangkung toll gate, where earlier this afternoon we saw from the police already block access to or from Semarang toward Jakarta as at the Krapiak toll gate. And ladies and gentlemen, it has been a while since yesterday that there have been a line of vehicles, especially at this rest area, which is usually either during a permissible hour or during a fast break. However, it is true that during the day we have been monitoring the situation from early this afternoon until now. It is still smoothly. And to update information, our Aura is not alone here with me. There is a General Director of PT Jasa Marga Shares with Miss Talita Ramadantia Tandu. Good day, Miss. For the volume of the vessel at this time of day, is there any more increase or decrease?
Yes, and yesterday in the third volume of traffic till read, there were 42,008 vehicles yesterday. It means that the peak of the route between here and there was 50 to 500 vehicles, which means the volume has been attacked. Traffic has begun to decline, but there are still 2 more days, today and tomorrow, until each day. Well, it is estimated that for the volume of traffic, there will be 219,000 vehicles passing through from the 29th today. That's 220,000 vehicles per yesterday, which means there's still about 6,000 cars left. Until this morning, we saw a vehicles driving by about 8,000.
If the current situation from Jakarta is now to Semarang, will it be covered or will there be other points of traffic too?
Yes, and yesterday in the third volume of traffic till read, there were 42,008 vehicles yesterday. It means that the peak of the route between here and there was 50 to 500 vehicles, which means the volume has been attacked. Traffic has begun to decline, but there are still 2 more days, today and tomorrow, until each day. Well, it is estimated that for the volume of traffic, there will be 219,000 vehicles passing through from the 29th today. That's 220,000 vehicles per yesterday, which means there's still about 6,000 cars left. Until this morning, we saw a vehicles driving by about 8,000.
Now, if you say at this express solo, it usually follows that the rest of the area has a line of traffic, especially at the Zuhur Salt hour. Then it's open and open. Now, if at the gate or the break of Batang Semarang toll booth, will it also be point that become button prone and the rest of the area at any given hour?
I think with the developments on the way, we've got 4 rest areas. 300 rest areas active and 1 small rest area for direction from west to east, or a partner is rest area 379, a leg strip, then rest area 313, instead east to west there is rest area. There 189. There is 360 rest area. So with the deployment of one way, 400 rest areas can be used together. Eventually, we can separate and divide traffic so that the youth can also fully use the forest areas you've prepared.
It's been running 3 days for one way at the Batang Semarang toll booth here, Miss. Well, this means effectively, yeah, Miss, enforcing this one way.
This year is different from last year. That one way is a government checklist but checks by how effective the performance is. This means it can accelerate the flow of vehicles from west to east so it can accelerate travelers to arrive more quickly but should also be conscious about safety.
Tomorrow there will still be one way, Miss.
We don't know the change till then.
Thank you for your time. She said the rupiah was expected to strengthen to rupiah 9,100 per dollar in the Jakarta Interbank Spot Market on Tuesday. So we return to you, Aura, in the studio.
Thanks to my colleague Arina. Now to find out how the traffic jam in the Mudik line is each time we invite you to join our colleague Arina 6 at the break of the Batang Semarang main highway.
Good viewers, currently the traffic condition along the main Batang Semarang toll gate seem empty of viewers. There are only about 5 to 6 vehicles queuing at each toll booth. Currently, Jasa Marga has opened around 28 toll booths to serve travelers from Batang heading towards Central Java. The current condition is slightly different from yesterday's condition on the 3rd, where on the 3rd we see that at the same time a lot of vehicles are queuing at the main Batang toll gate, and these vehicles have started queuing since evening or since the 2nd. And now the condition is significant and has changed drastically. The vehicle is really very quiet for viewers, and this can be seen from the condition this morning. The number of vehicles queuing at each toll booth is only about 5 vehicles, and 4 vehicles passing or moving at the point where we observe it illustrates that they are still dominated by travelers with plate B plates and heading towards Central Java. And viewers, to find out more, we will soon be interviewing the General Manager of Traffic Management in Batang Semarang with Miss Diana. Okay, good afternoon, ma'am. Current conditions are different from yesterday, ma'am. Indeed, the application of contraflow and also the application of one-way has been enforced. Since when, ma'am?
So, this is from the contraflow and one way. It's a nationwide policy investigation. If it takes a morning, will be in the morning. Yes, depending on the situation. And we did early this morning about 7 until 8 am one way is. Thank God, it could freeze traffic. And hopefully, with the deployment of this one-way branch of Batang Semarang, traffic could go smoothly.
Ma'am, for your own constraints, maybe this morning we heard that there was a bus that had stalled. Maybe you can tell us a little about the chronology of the bus breaking down so that it becomes an obstacle to implementing this one-way, ma'am.
So just like this, when we applied the countersign, suddenly there was a bus stop in 45 and the road to the Semarang stopped. During such resource time, other vehicles crossed into the contraflow traffic jam. For it, we with the strength of the team from the police take a step that we blockade at kilometers 50 and we turn at kilometers 50. The original countermeasure from kilometers 29 into kilometers 61. With the trouble of the vehicles bus, we finally take decision to be depot at kilometers 50 at that very short time we can overcome.
For this point, the peak of the homecoming flow has occurred yesterday, or will there be an increase again of the first and second, ma'am?
So this is related to the peak of the homecoming flow. We predicted that yesterday, they mean 5. Yes, we went around 70 million. it could be reached around 71,000 vehicles. In my opinion, this is indeed a peak flow back and forth, but we predict there will be peak flow secondly. On the first tomorrow, actually, why is it? Because tomorrow the civil servants still have the Pancasila Day ceremony activities, so that after the ceremony, maybe it will be second. However, it might not happen until more than 70. I said that it was the peak yesterday. 77 is the top in my opinion.
Thank you very much for your time. Viewers, not far from the location where I report currently the National Police Chief, General Tito Karnavian, and also the TNI Commander are monitoring, and from the monitoring they are doing, the National Police Chief General Police Tito Karnavian stated that the points where they are monitoring are relatively smooth yet. There is no significant density. And currently they are securing it because it is important, and indeed the National Police Chief General Tito Karnavian also stated that in addition to securing or smoothing out traffic, they will also secure the travelers so that homecoming in 2019 can take place safely for viewers and travelers who will go home. It should be noted that several locations or how many points. Currently, a one-way system is being implemented, so travelers, please be careful at this point. In the meantime, what we can say is to return it to you, Aura, and also those in the studio.
Thank you for my colleagues, and that's what I can say earlier. If you have criticism and suggestions for this program, please visit www.tv1.co.id, or maybe you can call the number below 0212754678. Finally, I end the TV1 crew. Say have a nice day. See you again and see you soon.